Welcome back to my channel, His Love, Her Home, where this mom talks love, learning, and truth when it comes to homeschool and motherhood. If it's your first time around here, my name is Frances, and I'm a stay-at-home homeschooling mom of 4. So today in this video, I am going to talk to you about Mathusee and how this can work for you in your homeschool. I do have notes, so if you see me looking at my computer, it's just so I can better give you everything that I have researched about Mathusee. First things first, Mathusee is a K through 12 mastery curriculum. Even though I feel like there's a little bit of spiral to it, but I will show you that. Basically, when you order, you get a workbook and you get an instructor's manual and a test booklet. These are what those look like. When it comes to a lesson, your child will get pages that look like this. They're basically lesson practice, and they give you 3 of those practice pages. And then they get 3 pages called systematic review. And I like these pages because they do review what you already learned. So for me, I feel like not only is Mathusee a little bit of mastery, but it is also a spiral type of curriculum because it does review over what you were last doing. Last type of pages that Mathusee gives you is called application and enrichment, and I do like these, especially in the pre-algebra and the fraction book. The multiplication book, it's good, it's a little fun for the kids, but sometimes my son doesn't want to do them, so he skips over them. Like this one is like you have to count by 4 and make a shape. And then the next page shows you that you have to count by the certain number and do the connected dots. So that is the student book. Other things you should know about Mathusee is that there are no real grade levels. They follow the Greek alphabet. So taking a placement test before you start Mathusee is very important and the best step for you to take so you know where your child places in the curriculum. It's very self-paced and they can work as fast or as slow as they need to. You do get DVDs. I don't know if anybody ever uses these DVDs. The packet that you might need comes with the DVDs. I wish they had DVDs separate, but I don't know. That's something I wish they did separately. So each level that I bought, I got a DVD. And then this comes with the fractions. This is called fraction overlays. This is what my 7th grader uses. And you can go inside and see that the fractions are clear and they show you like the fractions up close. Why they use the clear ones is because they overlay other fractions on top of the fractions, showing you like equivalent fractions and how they all kind of work together. So I do like that about the manipulatives that come with the fractions. And then for pre-algebra, there's a algebra and decimal insert kit. It has 120 red hundredths blocks, 15 blue snap-in, 15 blue and gray snap-in strips, 4 green and red snap-in squares. So there's a 4-step approach when it comes to Mathusee. 1, they want you to prepare what you are doing. 2, they want you to present and explore, and that's through the hands-on manipulatives. Some lessons in the beginning don't really use them. Like when you get deeper in the lesson, you will use more manipulatives. The 3rd step is to practice, and then the 4th step is to progress through to the next lesson. The object is basically if your child can teach back to you what they are learning, then they are ready to move on to the next lesson. Now, the lessons on Mathusee are not that long. Even for the upper levels, they are not that long. I do like the fact that they take into consideration that because you have a teacher's book, they don't have to really spend so much time explaining it, because if they don't understand it, you can go back from your teacher's manual and go over it more with them. It doesn't need to be long and drawn out. This is something that I really like about Mathusee. I know that in my previous videos, I had said that we love Saxon, but I feel like Mathusee gives you the right amount of work for each day, depending on how much you want to do or not do to make it an effective math curriculum for your household. As far as the manipulatives are concerned, I do like that the fraction ones is seeming to use them a lot now, but we will see at the end of the school year. And I will let you know whether getting the manipulatives or the DVDs. I feel like I don't really need the DVDs. Like I said, they come in the packet that you kind of need to buy. So I don't know if that's the thing that they want to send the DVDs, or it's kind of like a free thing that they're giving, because a lot of people really don't use DVDs anymore. And when you purchase Mathusee, you automatically get online video, depending on what level you purchase. So for me, I didn't really need the DVDs because we have the videos online. Another thing that they do have that I didn't realize that they had when I got it is they have digital manipulatives. So you really don't have to buy the manipulatives because they do have an online platform now for digital manipulatives. So it's up to you whether you want to have everything online or whether you'd rather have it physically to put your hands on. And for me, the hands part was definitely more important than saving the money and getting the online, because the digital online thing is a little bit less money. Another thing is Mathusee. Most of the books have 30 lessons. Pre-algebra is really made for a whole year. Fractions is made for a whole year. I was emailing back and forth with one of their representatives, and you can do the curriculum. Like my fourth grader is doing, my fourth grader is presently doing Gamma, and he's moving right along. We are in week 7 of school, and he's already on chapter 11. So that just shows you how your child can breeze through it, especially if they're starting the multiplication and they kind of already know the ones and the zeros and all of that stuff. That's easy about multiplication. Yeah. So Mathusee, is it usable in your homeschool? Definitely. I feel like this is the most adjustable curriculum as far as what I have used already that you can use in your homeschool, because it has so many parts to it. And even if you don't feel like your child needs to do all 3 lesson pages, you don't have to. Your child can do 1 lesson page. If you feel like they got it, move on. Even with the systematic review, if you feel like, oh, I think something you reviewed last week, you didn't get it all right, let's review it again this week. So there is a lot of adjustment and a lot of moving around that you could do with Mathusee, and I think I like that, and it works for our home, because sometimes you need to shift, sometimes you need to say, okay, you need to work on the lesson a little bit more. So you have up to 3 pages of just doing what they learn. If your child also needs more online, you can generate more worksheets just to work on that 1 lesson. If there are any other questions that you might have about Mathusee, do not be afraid to drop them in the comments, and I will respond back to you. Hit that subscribe, guys, and don't forget, do what serves your home. And I will see you next time. Bye.